Hi everyone, welcome to thunderbaytrees.ca. My name is Jay, and today I am sitting in my backyard in a pile of wood chips. Now yesterday I had a local tree care company dump these in my backyard, and this is a great material for mulching. Number one, it's free, and free is good if you ask me. Number two, you also have a bit of diversity in the actual mulch. So you have some broken up little leaf bits. That looks like some sort of an oak. There's pieces of wood, bigger pieces of wood, there's twigs, all kinds of good stuff. And the diversity is actually kind of neat because what it does is it prevents compaction. Sometimes if you have a very uniform sized mulch, what can happen, I've seen this happen, where the uniform pieces of wood kind of become this hydrophobic or water-phobic layer, and it prevents water from going through. So periodically you have to go in and break it up a little bit to allow the water to come through the mulch. Now, some people are a little bit reluctant to use arborist wood chips in their backyards, and they're afraid of things like diseases. That maybe they're afraid a sick tree was chipped up, and they're afraid of those diseases coming into their backyard, or they're afraid that they may carry toxins. These aren't really big concerns. Any diseases aren't going to be passed on to any plants in your backyard, and any fungi that may end up growing on your mulch, those are going to be typically wood decaying fungi, and they specialize in breaking down wood. So you don't have to worry about those fungi attacking healthy living plants. Different deal. Another issue that some people have is they're afraid of these toxins might be brought in. There is some warrant to that worry, but not really in Thunder Bay. There is a tree called black walnut, which doesn't grow in Thunder Bay, but it produces a chemical which can kill off plants around it. It kind of becomes its competitive advantage, this chemical called jugulone. So if you tried planting, say, tomato plants under a black walnut, it's not going to do very well. But again, that tree doesn't grow in and around Thunder Bay and Northern Ontario for that matter, so you don't need to worry about that. Some people have been concerned about eastern white cedar, the typical cedar that's found in the woods in and around Thunder Bay. Again, that's not a concern either. I've done a little bit of reading on this, and there's no phytotoxic sort of chemicals that would kill off other plants in that sort of setting. Now, eastern white cedar are fabulously rot resistant, which maybe that might be good if you want to. I haven't seen any studies on this, but it might be kind of a neat idea to use that. And it might resist rot a little more, and you may need to replenish your wood chips a little less often. But again, as far as a plant health, from a plant health perspective, you don't really need to worry about the cedar causing any problems in your plantings. So I'd encourage you to consider arborist mulch rather than spending money, unless of course you like spending money. Also, another benefit to this stuff is that it redirects the waste stream. So mulch from arborists usually have to be disposed of either in dumps in some cases. In Thunder Bay, I believe it's burned as hog fuel. So what you may want to consider is also being a little bit green, being cheap, and using arborist mulch. Till next time, I'm Jay Dampier for thunderbaytrees.ca, where we talk about anything and everything as long as it relates to trees in and around Thunder Bay.